May 1925, Paris. 5 wealthy scrap metal dealers sit around a table at Hôtel de Crillon. Each received the same letter. The French government, Eiffel Tower maintenance costs are too high. The structure will be dismantled and sold as scrap. A secret tender has been organized. Only selected companies have been invited. The man at the head of the table shows a government ID. His name is Monsieur Laroche, Deputy Director General of the Postal Ministry. His suit is impeccable. Documents are sealed. His speech is professional, but there is no one named Laroche. The government ID is fake. The letters are fake. The meeting is real, but everything is a lie. The man is Victor Lustig, 35 years old, Austrian, speaks 5 languages. For 10 years, he's been running cons across Europe. Now in Paris, he's staging his biggest game. Lustig will sell the Eiffel Tower. March 1925. Lustig reads debates about the Eiffel in Paris newspapers. Some engineers write that the structure is rusty and neglected. The government budget is tight. Lustig sees an opportunity. If the media is debating the structure's fate, the public is suspicious too. For a con artist, doubt is opportunity. Lustig prepares a fake ministry letter. He selects Paris's 5 largest scrap companies, sends the same offer to each one. Late April, 5 firms receive the letter. All respond. All come to the meeting. Lustig controls every detail at the meeting. Tone of voice, body language, document arrangement. His speech is as boring and formal as a government official. This means trustworthy. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment where you're watching from. Lustig notices one detail. Andre Poisson is more nervous and ambitious than the others. Poisson came from the provinces. He wants to be accepted into Paris elite circles. This is a weakness. Lustig calls Poisson aside after the meeting, but Lustig's real plan hasn't started yet. Lustig makes Poisson a special offer. Inside support is needed to win the tender. Of course, this support isn't free. Lustig demands a bribe. Poisson is shocked, but then he thinks. The Eiffel Tower's scrap value is millions of francs. The bribe is a small investment. Poisson agrees, says he'll bring 70,000 francs in cash. Lustig sets the appointment. 2 days later, Poisson arrives. He has a briefcase, cash inside. Lustig takes the briefcase, has Poisson sign a fake contract, seals are stamped. Lustig tells Poisson, documents will be completed within a week. Asks him to be patient. Poisson leaves the room, happy and excited. Lustig looks out the window, smiles. That same night, Lustig leaves Paris, goes to Vienna. Poisson waits. 1 week passes. 2 weeks pass. 3 weeks. Poisson calls the postal ministry. There's no one named Laroche. Poisson understands. He's been conned. 70,000 francs gone. But he doesn't go to police. The shame is too great. France's richest scrap dealer can't say I tried to buy the Eiffel Tower. It would be ridiculous. Poisson stays silent. Lustig reads newspapers in Vienna. No news, no report. A month later, Lustig thinks, if Poisson stayed silent, others will too. The game can work again. June 1925. Lustig returns to Paris. New letters are printed. New companies are invited. Different scrap dealers, same hotel, same method, same story. No one knows about last month's fraud. This time more cautious. He chooses a less greedy victim. The second man also pays. Lustig takes the money and vanishes again. This time to London. The second victim also stays silent. 2 separate frauds, 2 separate victims. Neither goes to police. Lustig sold the Eiffel twice. But Lustig isn't finished yet. 1930, America. Lustig chooses a new target, Al Capone. Capone, Chicago's most dangerous man. Lustig wants to meet him. Looking for a partner. Lustig brings an offer, $50,000. In 2 months it'll be $100,000. Wall Street investment. Capone knows Lustig's name. Famous con artist. But he's curious. He gives the money. Lustig takes the money and leaves, puts it in a bank vault, never uses it, waits 2 months. 2 months later he returns to Capone. Looks sad. Says the investment failed. Returns the money. The $50,000 untouched. Capone is surprised. No one returns money to him. He trusts Lustig. Capone says you're honest. Gives him something. $5,000. Reward for honesty. Lustig takes the $5,000 and leaves. Capone doesn't even know he was conned. This was the real plan. Lustig stored $50,000 for 2 months. Got $5,000 for free. Trust is the best weapon. 1934, Lustig's luck turns. He prints counterfeit dollars. Secret Service is tracking him. The tracking lasts a year. 1935, New York. Lustig is caught in a hotel. Handcuffs snap on his wrists. 20 years of running ends. He's taken to court. The judge asks, is the Eiffel Tower fraud real? Lustig smiles, doesn't answer. 20 years in prison for counterfeiting. The Eiffel fraud was never proven. He's sent to Alcatraz. 1947, he gets sick in prison. Pneumonia, taken to hospital. March 11th, 1914, Lustig, age 57, records say, total fraud amount unknown. But historians estimate, at least $100 million, maybe more. Lustig used 45 different names, ran cons in 25 countries, escaped 5 times. He spoke 10 languages, played violin, wrote poetry. But his best skill was lying. Lustig had rules. 1. Listen more, talk less. 2. Never boast. 3. Never be impatient. 4. Always appear skeptical. 5. Never get drunk. 6. Always be well dressed. 7. Even when losing, lose gracefully. 8. Never be in a hurry. 9. Never share your secrets. 10. Never forget you are an actor. Lustig never broke these rules. Played for 45 years. No one saw his real face. The Eiffel fraud was perfect, because victims stayed silent from shame. The crime wasn't recorded. Poisson never talked. The second victim never talked. Lustig remained a ghost in the records. 1925, French police received no reports. The Eiffel was sold, but no one knew. Lustig's genius was this. He used greed. When people want something badly, suspicion disappears. Poisson wanted badly. Capone was curious. Both lost. Lustig won. So was Lustig finally caught? Yes, but not for the Eiffel. So was he finally caught? Yes, but not for the Eiffel. Caught printing fake money. 1935. 20 years in prison. The Eiffel fraud was never proven, because there was no complaint, no evidence, no record. Lustig died in 1947. But his story lives on, because the perfect crime is the one that goes unsolved. Lustig, one of history's greatest con artists. But his real genius was this. He didn't hack the system. He used the system. People's own greed destroyed them. Lustig just opened the door. Today, the Eiffel Tower still stands. Lustig's victims still silent. The story still being told. One man sold something that didn't exist twice, and won. Because the best weapon is trust.